Welcome back, guys. We're riding the new coaster today. Oh yeah, it's all complete. Denethor's drop vertical dive coaster is complete, and you can see that it goes all over the place. This is a pretty big coaster. It's funnily enough, it's not that long a ride, but it is huge. Right, so you know what? Let me give you the highlights, and we're actually going to ride this in a stripped down version of the park, because the frame rate with the park as it is now, there's so much stuff in here that the frame rate is crazy. It's why I've got it on pause at the moment, just while we're looking around. So this is actually going to be the penultimate episode in the series. There'll be one more where I'm going to finish everything off, and I'm going to do a first person walk around, and we'll ride a few things and whatever. But yeah, this is going to be the last but one episode. Right, let's have a look at this coaster. So we start off in this building over here, which I just kind of threw together, and I kind of mirrored the trellis work here, but I've done it kind of differently, using arches to kind of create some interesting window shapes. So we start off here, and then we've got a fairly slow run down to Denethor's drop, and it's so that everybody's got plenty of chance to kind of anticipate going off this cliff and basically crapping themselves. Then we go off the cliff, down Denethor's drop, and then we go up into this cave, out of this cave, and then I've put in a custom loop. That's a standard loop there. This is bigger. This is a custom loop. And then we go from that custom loop into this, which I love this, which we go into this figure of 8. So we circle this this tower, and then come around and circle this one the opposite way. So we've got a nice tight turn to the left and then a turn to the right. Then we go into this cave here, and then we've got this awesome diving turn into here. And again, this is I think the only thing that's not custom on this is there's a Norwegian loop in the final section. I'll show you that. So anyway, then we dive down into this cave down here, and then some heavy banking, and then we disappear into this tunnel, which runs all the way out into the main courtyard. Now let's go back out to the courtyard, because I want to show you this from the top, because this took quite a long time to figure out how I was going to because this is a really tight corner to get round from coming out of this tunnel. If I can get the camera around, from coming out of this tunnel here to getting into this tunnel, which goes down into the catacombs. And I ended up with this, which is actually a horizontal pretzel knot, which it works beautifully. You're going to like that section of the track. So we come out here, we fly around here, and then dive down into. Let's go down here, dive down, and I've just managed to keep the tracks above the paving stones. We dive down into this subterranean cavern down here, which is really difficult to get to. Here we go, and then. Nice curve left and right, and then we go up into another stairway up here, which leads us back out into the other side of the courtyard, and we go up here, and then we go to a chain section. Now this chain section takes us up through this cave right up here, and it's a fairly long chain, because it's got, you can see it goes up quite a hell of a way to this section. Now the original section that I had in here, it had this Norwegian loop, and then it had a regular double corkscrew, and then it just went round here and into the station. And I thought, it's so boring. The first part of the ride is awesome. The middle part is awesome. And it needed an awesome end. And I think I've come up with an awesome end. I think you guys are going to freaking love this. The only section of the track that I'm not happy with is actually this Norwegian loop. And I've got to say, these stock loops and whatever, the transitions aren't smooth enough. If you look here, this transition here, you can see that it's not smooth. I don't know. They need to do some more work on these to make them like really usable. I was really tempted to take this out, but I kind of like it, so I ended up living with it. So anyway, then we come into a custom corkscrew, and then we come up this banked section, and then we come into a second vertical drop, which is a bigger drop even than the first one. And then it was like, well, what do we do then? And I came up with this, which is just... Wait till you ride this. We come down here and then we come into this loop which takes us up and turns us over. It's kind of, it doesn't quite invert. So you come up and you start to roll back over. It's like almost like a huge Immelman. And then we're back into the station. So let me strip out a whole bunch of stuff so that we've actually got a decent FPS. And then we'll ride this baby. Right, are you ready? Are you ready to ride it? Quick, let's come over here. Now, you'll notice that the blue coaster has disappeared. And I've stripped out a lot of stuff from over by the entrance. And I got rid of a couple of rides and got rid of a bunch of guests. So the frame rates are a lot better now than it was. Still not fantastic, but it's okay for the coaster ride. So let's go and get in the queue. So we want to be on this next coaster if we can. See if we can push to the front. Just in time. We're just in time. And here we go. Now this is a very, very slow run up to this. Oh my god! Brown trousers! And... oh my god! Oh, I put in a couple of little twisty bits there to kind of shake you up. And then we come down into the custom loop. Over the top. The speed on that is just perfect. Then we come up here. Now, it's amazing. We're not actually going that fast here, but these turns are very tight. It really feels like you're travelling at speed. Now you can kind of see how slow we're going. Now we dive down into the tunnel. Now we do pick up a bit of speed, which was emphasised by putting all those arches in. Now we go into the horizontal pretzel knot and dive down into the tunnel. And straight out the other side, there's no chance to take a breath until we get to the chain. My God. And that's only the first half of the ride. Let's get up to the top. Bit of a swift run up to the top. Oh dear, strap yourselves in for the second half, because this is even more extreme. Right, we're into a Norwegian loop. Down we go up the other side, flips back over. Then we go into a custom corkscrew. Oh, slightly hanging there. And then we come into the vertical drop. Oh my God! And then look at that. That's sweet coming up the other side. Get to the top, hit the brakes, and coast gently into the station. Oh man! Did you enjoy that as much as I did? I think maybe you possibly did. Let's go to... Should we go to the cinematic cam? Go around again? I think we should. Let's speed it up. Right, off we go. And coming round to the top of Denethor's drop. And over the edge we go. Oh, that's peachy. And you get, I think you get more of a better sense of the speed through the track with the cinematic cam. You can see it, like when you're on it, it feels like it's going 100 miles an hour, but when you actually watch it, it's like, actually, it's not going that fast. Like you can see in these loops, it feels like you're going really, really fast around there, but in actual fact, it's not going that fast at all. And then we come through here. Now, this is where we do drop down and pick up a bit of speed, going into this tunnel. But again, putting those arches in really gives you a sense of increased speed. And we go round the pretzel knot and down into the tunnel again. out the other side. Wow. Then we're up to the chain. You know, it's funny when we're in the first person cam, the chain for me is really boring. But when we're in the cinematic cam, I kind of don't mind watching it. Here we go. It's a long old haul up to the top. The anticipation. Those poor people. And here we go. So, Norwegian loop. Down and back up again. Flips you back over. Then into our custom corkscrew. And then into the big drop. Wow, that thing goes quickly down there. And back into the station. I have to say, that... it's a real toss-up, which is my favourite. I think that... the thing is, I like the blue one so much. But I think that might be my favourite coaster so far. I love this this part here where it kind of comes down the bottom and then swoops up this curve. I love that curve. And this pretzel knot here is really sweet. I love the way it flies through there and kind of throws you down into the tunnel. Love that bit. Alrighty, so other than that, what have I been doing? Well, you can see over here that I've been putting in all of the shops around here. So we've got like 12 shops all around here, and it alternates. Hat's Fantastic, Chief Beef, Cosmic Cow, back to Hat's Fantastic. So it alternates like that. Now you're probably looking at these paths and thinking, what the hell are you doing there? Well, I'm playing around with ideas for some decorations, and what I'm thinking at the moment is that they'll be hooked up like this. And then I'll just put some flowers and stuff in here. So probably alternate like red and yellow flowers. So something along the lines of drop this down to about there, and then plop these in like this. You've seen me do this before, so it's nothing. So either something like that, and then for the yellow ones we'll use the maple tree buried, and do the like alternating red and yellow. So, but the thing is, like I'm looking at this now and thinking, I wonder if I couldn't do something maybe slightly more interesting by kind of curving these paths off and creating like kind of small triangles. So like this kind of thing. But it's then a case of like, how do I hook this up, and it's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know, but like, if you would join up in some kind of sensible way. Almost something like that. So you create a triangle there. Do the same thing with alternating the flowers, and then I don't know, maybe have some seating and some gardens and that kind of thing. So. That's kind of the ideas that I'm floating around for that. What else have I done? Because I've done. Oh yeah, I've done like quite a lot of work on Minas Tirith. So I've been replacing these castle wall sections with these new sections. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, missed it, because my camera control is so appallingly bad. Oh, there it goes, back into the station. Yeah, so, and I've been decorating like the front of this and filling in various sections. So this section down here is complete, and I've been decorating some of this and decorating some of the front, and just generally, you know, like finishing, like trying to get it finished off. There's still a fair amount of work to do on Minas Tirith. It takes quite a lot of time. You don't realise that there's so many buildings here that decorating them all just takes a hell of a lot of time. What else have I been doing? I think that's pretty much it. I've been decorating the towers and putting various bits and pieces on top of them to pretty them up. and the rest of the time has been spent on Denethor's drop. I spent ages and ages and ages on this coaster. You're gonna love building coasters in this. It like just building the coasters is a game in itself. Like forget about riding them, just building them is awesome. Oh, here we go. You know what? Should we have one more? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have one more ride, and we're gonna follow the chase cam because the chase cam is pretty cool. Let's go to the chase cam. Right, and strap yourselves in. Here we go. Oh! That really pulls on your stomach, doesn't it, going down there? And round, down into the loop. Oh, nice. And then into the tight bends. First to the left. Right, and then round here, down into the cave, around the curve. I love going through there with the archways, that's really neat. And then down here, up the other side, and speed it up through the chain. I just want to do that last bit one more time because I love riding this coaster. Oh, man. Yahoo! Well, the people seem to like riding it. Whoa! Oh, man. And then into the custom corkscrew. Whoa. And finally into the big drop. Wow! Oh, love it. And back into the station. Okay, there we go. So there you go. That's Denethor's drop. I'm going to be back with the last episode, which is going to be the final episode in this first series. And all I'm going to do is like finish off the decorations, and then we'll have a bit of a first-person walk around because we haven't done a lot of first-person. So we'll have a look around. We'll look at the decorations. We'll look at the rides. We'll maybe I'll maybe put in a bit of a montage of some of the rides and stuff. And yeah, that'll be that. So I'll catch you for the final episode. Peace out.